evening at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, July 12, 2016. Welcome and thank you for joining us tonight for the English edition of Aura News, where we bring you today's top stories translated into English every weeknight. Albania signed a cooperation protocol with Germany to benefit from a grant of €41.5 million over the next 2 years. The cooperation protocol was signed by the Vice Prime Minister and our country's newly appointed German ambassador, Susanne Schuetz. The grant will be used mainly for water and sanitation, management of waste, and vocational education. The new German ambassador, whose first act was the signing of this agreement, expressed willingness to help Albania realize the reforms and improve citizen life. Germany is ready to continue to support Albania on its path towards the EU with the implementation of the necessary reforms to develop the country, improve living conditions for the Albanian population, as well as creating prospects for the younger generation. Contributions towards economic development have strong goals in keeping Albanian citizens from leaving their country. Germany will continue to remain a faithful partner of Albania as it builds a democratic system, the German ambassador said. The Vice Prime Minister thanked the German ambassador for Germany's support and declared that Germany has shown readiness to fund the interconnection construction project with Macedonia, offering 50 million of the 70 million euro that is the total cost. In total, Germany's financial contributions during the last 25 years amounts to more than 1 billion euro, most of which have been invested in water and sanitation, energy, and waste management. The Minister of Transport asked for more funds for infrastructure today. During his speech at the Conference on National Strategy for Infrastructure, the minister declared that the budget planning needs to give necessary importance to infrastructure. The Minister of Transport also put an emphasis on the railway sector, asking for more attention to be paid to this sector, especially the Tiranas-Rennes-Durrës segment. The EU ambassador, Romana Vlahutin, was also present at the conference and highlighted that more investments are needed for the road's maintenance. Infrastructural interventions in the region are among the most important, and we have predicted 1 billion euros in funding to achieve regional plans. More investments are needed to maintain the roads. There is no infrastructure development without economic development, and for this reason, we pay so much attention to infrastructure along with the judicial reform, the EU ambassador said. The European Union will give 24 million euro in funding to Albania over the next 4 years. The Adhoc Commission on Judicial Reform continues to discuss the package of bills that will accompany the constitutional amendments. Today, the Commission discussed and adopted the bill on the prosecution's organization. The majority guaranteed its readiness to welcome any proposal coming from the opposition regarding the 7 emergency bills which make the implementation of the judicial reform possible. The guarantee was given by Ulsi Manja, a socialist member of the Ad Hoc Commission on Judicial Reform, at a time when the Democrat members of the Commission and the Democrat experts are reviewing the 7 bills that accompany the constitutional package in detail. The Ad Hoc Commission has continued its work normally. The opposition members of the Commission have their right to give their contribution, suggestions, and comments for the bills, but I do not think there will be a discussion of the bills from the beginning, as this package, and especially the bills, are related to the criminal justice and have been discussed with the opposition under the spirit of cooperation. However, the opposition's proposals are welcomed. Also, we remain open to any suggestion coming from other justice stakeholders, the Socialist MP said, expressing optimism for the conclusion of the work over the 7 bills within the determined deadline of July 15th. The Democratic Party chairman, Lulzam Basha, continues with his presentation of the opposition's economic platform. During a meeting with the Durrës entrepreneurs and big business owners, the DP chairman promised a special easing package to reduce production costs, which includes a reduction in energy and oil prices, along with reducing value-added taxes for raw materials. According to the DP chairman, this package will be applied along with the imposition of a flat rate 9% tax, with the aim of enhancing foreign investments and opening new jobs. Mr. Basha promised an increase of salaries and declared that investments will increase through the policy of lower taxes and improve the business climate. The Constitutional Court reviewed the repeal request of Dibra's former mayor, Schuetz, today. He asked for the government's decision for his dismissal to be repealed. Dibra's former mayor was dismissed after being involved in a sex scandal by asking for sexual favors from a young girl in exchange for a job. The scandal was made public on our program, The Unexposed. In a court session that lasted for more than 3 hours, the former mayor asked the court to repeal the government's decision, with his argument being that the law and the Constitution have been violated. According to his defense lawyer, the former mayor was denied the right to be heard and defend himself, claiming that there was no emergency requiring the Council of the Ministers to make the decision in a hurry. Also, the defense lawyer claims that the video, which was filmed at the former mayor's office, was manipulated, saying that the girl who made the claim has not submitted the equipment which she used to film the encounter. But the government's lawyer claims the contrary. He declared in the court session that the action of Dibra's former mayor had seriously violated the figure of a public official and asked the court to reject the former mayor's request. Regarding the defense lawyer's claim that the video is manipulated, the government lawyer pointed out that the former mayor did not deny the video, but has only said that it was part of a trap. After hearing both parties, the Constitutional Court decided to postpone the session until July 19th, asking the parties to review the video footage of the scandal, the lawsuit of the young girl that the young girl made in prosecution, and the working contract of the girl. Currently, Dibra's former mayor remains under arrest with the accusation of passive corruption in exchange of sexual favors. The Minister of Finance announced the start of the sales receipts campaign today. Tax inspectors will check all businesses, especially those in tourist areas, for whether they issue a sales receipt or not. The minister, along with the tax director and vice minister of finance, was present in a conference of the Operation Against Informality and emphasized that the campaign will not be repressive, but rather aims for cooperation with businesses. The minister also highlighted the problem of cash registers, which are claimed to not function. According to him, this is more than a technical problem, it is evasion. The minister explained that business owners buy the cash register but do not use it in order to evade identifying the daily profits of the business. The Minister of Finance also commented on the draft that eases procedures for businesses. He declared that the draft was prepared in cooperation with businesses and that it is expected to be sent to government next week and adopted in Parliament in September, along with the budget review. That's all for our English edition this evening. Please join us again Monday through Saturday at 6 p.m. for your local news in English. My name is Mari, and on behalf of Aura News, thank you and good night.